I did start.
Hey, what's up everyone? How's it going? Danny Lightning here with Maxthegamer. Everybody say hello to Max.
Hello, everyone. Happy Friday, and welcome to another live stream.
Alright, so how's everybody doing today? Friday's here. It's about to be the weekend, so I'm sure for a lot of you guys that's a good thing. I see we got Video Toy Guy, we got a Clavia, Crazy Drifting, Broken Down, we got Aaron, Chad, T-Land, Angel Lopez, Odom, what's up guys? Ace Arcade, hello, Chrisman, nice to see you, Bosco. I saw Melon was here, we got West HTD for life. Madav, Clavia, I think I said you twice. Niner, what's up, buddy? Shurika, hello, Chad. Nice to see you guys today. What's up, Ben? Nicholas? How y'all doing today? Hopefully really awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's Memorial Day weekend here in the United States, so for those who have served in the armed services, obviously we want to pay our respects to that, and for those who sacrifice for our country as well. So if you're in the US, obviously it's a holiday weekend, and I hope you have a great holiday, and hopefully you got the vaccination and you can go out and do a barbecue too. That would be nice.
Yeah, definitely. The state I live in, they're offering there's a big giveaway. They're paying like 5 people $1 million who have been vaccinated. So if you got vaccinated, you can enter into the contest, and they've picked
Can
one
I go
person.
to your state for a few weeks just to enter the contest?
I don't think it works that way. Sorry.
I'll register at your house, Daddy.
But
I'll register at your house, and I'll put my name in, and we'll split the money if we win.
so far, right? So far, they've picked one person, and it was not me. So I'm a little grumpy about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it
I
should have
hear
been
you.
me. Let me go ahead and get my screen shared here.
I mean, I say that every time Mega Million hits, and I didn't even buy the ticket. I'm like, yo, that should have been me. It still should have been me. I didn't buy any
for
tickets,
sure.
but I totally deserve it.
I need that million.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
I
Right?
need like multi-millions, like
Yes,
billions, right?
I will go invest in Natural Motion partially. Wait, I might get like 1% of that company. Less than that. I'll probably get like 1/100% of that company with $1 million. So, but I can say I'm a partial owner at that point.
So yeah, if me and Max were to buy the game, we could make some pretty cool stuff for you guys. We could make the prices 12 times more expensive for you. I mean, I know you all would love that, right?
$100 cars? Oh, absolutely. $1,000
man.
cars? Somebody will buy it. So, you know.
Yep, I mean,
Anyway,
who doesn't want to pay $2,000 to max out a car, right?
yeah. Pocket
mean, you
change.
know.
Pocket change.
Yeah, everybody's got that laying around, don't they?
Yeah. Well, if it's 2,000 rupees, that might work.
True,
But,
true.
you know, 2,000 US dollars, I'm not so sure about that. All right, let's see. Are we gonna have a $1 million raffle ourselves? But maybe a $1 million in-game cash raffle one of these days. I'm thinking of doing that, but the problem is I don't know how to set it up on YouTube. I know Mills did something like that where he can. There's an algorithm you can set up, but I'm not sure how to do that.
Yeah, I don't really know either, honestly. There's probably a million different things you could do, but some of it's probably kind of complicated to set up, I would imagine. Yay! 150 red tokens. Now, I don't think I want to finish this, though. I don't think I want to finish this thing that I'm racing on because I have a feeling it's going to take away my free crates for this event if I finish this last race here.
I'm pretty sure it will.
So I'm going to stop on the last one. I just want to kind of get through it. Get as many of the prizes as I can, and then probably stop until I get a lot of parts for both of these cars.
Yep. Now, someone asked about the LB Silhouette Lambo for the showdown, right? It's Wes. Wes is saying, can you go over the LB Lambo for the showdown, please? I assume we're talking about upgrades and shift pattern kind of deal.
That's a really
that's
nice...
an easy car to max because it shares regular Huracan parts.
It's a really nice car, actually.
Oh, yeah. Just not as easy to drive. Now, shift pattern. Let's take a look at shift patterns here. LB Shilu.
So I guess I'm stuck until I get more stars on my cars. But I just got enough coins to do another upgrade on this guy. My goal is to max these cars out right here. So I need 1250. I got 1375. So let's go ahead and put that on there. So I got 5 more fusion slots. Ha. Now the next upgrade I'm going to need, oh boy, 1,500 more of those red tokens. It probably took me like, I'm guessing 3 months to get that 1,200. So yep. It's slow going, guys. I will say that much. All right,
let's take a look at this.
Thomas, Josh, what's up? Do you want me to go to your screen, Max?
Not yet. Let me get it set up, and then we can do the LB Silo.
Yeah, I need to upgrade that car one of these days. I just don't really have the game cash to upgrade cars I don't need. But that's actually a really good car, that Silhouette. I like that thing a lot.
Obviously, if you had it fully elite versus if you just had it as fully built, it's two different stories, right? Fully elite, it's obviously a little better. But it's definitely one of the faster cars, I think, in the current showdown. If not, I think fully elite might be the Apex car. But let's go ahead and let me test run mine. I'll see what mine is able to do at elite level 10, and then we'll maybe do a quick showcase.
Thank you, T-Land and Steven. We got a question. How to get elite parts faster? Unfortunately, all you can really do is go out to the map every day and look to see which races are giving parts away and do all those. And it's a very long and time-consuming process. There's really no good fast way to do it. I wish there was, but
it's not easy. It's not easy. 7.97 is what I'm running with the LB. So let me go ahead and set up my screen for you so we can maybe have that showcase real quick.
All right, just let me know when you want me to switch over.
All right, I think I am ready.
All right, after this race, I will switch it. Yeah, that is the thing though. It's a really fast car. Even if you don't have the elite parts, it's a pretty good car for the showdowns. Yep. And it does seem like it's constantly being used for the showdowns, which is always a good thing. That's one of the reasons I should probably upgrade mine, is so I can get further. Oh, I hit nitrous on the wrong gear. I probably just lost. We got Sin Snips in the house. What's up, Sin? Alright, let's go find Max and share his screen real quick. There we go. Wait, hold on. I got something a little wrong there. 1 second. Let me fix this. Ha ha ha.
Alright, while you're fixing that, I'm going to look up the answer for that question about the boss time for Tempest 2 Tier 2.
We got you now.
Based on my information that I have available, the estimated boss time of Tempest 2 Tier 2 is about a 10.2. So you want a car that can run faster than 10.2. All right, let's go racing with the LB Silhouette.
Video Toy Guy says, how can I beat the Europe event? Well, you just have to have all the cars and have them upgraded enough. I mean, it's probably one of those events that's going to cost a bit of money to finish. So I'm not currently doing it. I can't, I don't have the cars or anything to do it. So
this is one of those get to second as pretty much as quickly as you can. Third gear nitrous, and that really should be all she wrote. Let's see what we ran. 7.967. Right, you should be able to run 7.9 something. Yeah. To beat the European event, the easiest way is to open your wallet, unfortunately.
Yeah, Bosco is kind of right about that.
That is the sad truth of this event, is that it's really designed as a money event. So, now, somebody earlier also mentioned about the Chiron Pure's speed trap. That car really isn't that great at doing speed traps. It does basically what dyno says if you shift it right. So you really have to tweak your dyno to show the speed trap. If you don't, if you can't hit it, you can't hit it. So that's the issue.
Hey, what's up, Omniverse? How's it going? Good to see ya. We got Video Toy Guy in the house. We got Mars. What's up, buddy? I'm gonna look back and see if there's any other questions we need to answer here.
Now, Video Toy Guy, the stage 6s for the R8, I did a whole video on the right stage 6s for the final speed trap. You're gonna have to get the right ones. If you get the wrong ones, and many of us do, you need 3. If you get nitrous and stuff, you get 100%. I didn't spec that car. How dare you, Bosco? How dare you say that I did not spec that car? That was all me, baby. All me. My design.
Hexam said he ran against an LB Hurricane that did a 6.4 in Showdown.
Hackers be hacking. Well, sorry.
That's not good. That's not good. I don't like those guys that cheat. I really don't.
Yeah.
That drives me crazy.
It is. There are a lot of guys that are running speed hacks and stuff. One type is where, you know, you don't even get to start, the game is over, and then you're waiting at the finish line. That's also a hack. The guys that are running 6 seconds in a 8-second car, that's a hack. It used to be, and I think Natural Motion took it away because people can report them. It used to be I could see what your Evo points were, and I can tell when you're adding fusions. But they took that away. Now you can't. You can't tell their elite levels. You cannot tell their actual evolution points. So it's like Natural Motion's like, don't bother us. We don't want to know. Don't tell us about hackers. They don't exist. There is no such thing.
So Pineapple wants to know, is the Hennessy Exorcist any good? Well,
the Hennessy Exorcist. Let me think. All right.
I know it's good. I'm just not sure how good.
Well, let me let you in on a little secret about Camaros in this game. Okay. Camaros in this game are all dyno busters. The problem is they're not all good in live lobbies anymore, but I would never bet money against a Camaro, even if it's a Hennessy Camaro. That's the bottom line. So are they good now in live lobbies? Not really as much. I mean, you can always bust dyno and win, but you're not gonna be able to drive that car for long without a lot of self-control. That's all.
If you max it out, it should run about a 7.9. So it's a pretty fast car.
What, this LB? Yeah, 7.9 car.
No, the Exorcist.
Oh, that 7.9 car. But think about it, 7.9 nowadays, everybody turns their nose up at it. It's only a 7.9 car. Yeah.
I'd rather run around there than 7.2 or something, honestly.
Yeah, but a lot of cars nowadays are what, 6.9s, right? We're getting a batch of them with these prize cars. They're all 7069 cars. So now that lobby is going to get really crowded because there's just so many of them.
Someone says, what's the best car to buy with showdown tickets? Personally, I don't really know what all you can buy with Showdown tickets. I don't actually have them yet. Max, do you have an opinion on that one?
Well, you're gonna have to get all the Elite Tuner cars. Anyway, what Showdown ticket? Are they saying the tickets from Pro League Showdown?
I'm thinking so.
Well, then the yellow CAR. That's a great car.
The yellow CAR?
C8R, the C Corvette.
The CAR, the yellow car?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a. I have that car actually. I can even pull it out if you guys want to see it. But that's a great car. Oh,
yeah, I still don't have the yellow Pro Leagues yet.
I have Pro Leagues and I
yellow
just
Pro Leagues.
Yellow Pro Leagues. Well, there's always the gray Pro Leagues. I mean, you could be in the part of the gray Pro Leagues, or you.
I got yellow on my mind here.
Actually, hold on. Let me go look at the Pro Leagues rankings. They do have different colors, you know. Let me see. Let me see what league you belong in, Denny. You said yellow Pro Leagues, right?
Yes. James, not all of the events are paid events. There are a lot of events that you don't have to spend money on. I mean, if you're a brand new player, if you're real new to the game, you're probably not going to have a lot of the stuff, but I mean, I've been playing for 4 years. There's a lot of stuff I can do, and there's a lot of stuff I can't do, but not everything is 100% paid. Just mainly the bigger events are.
Yeah. Well, so orange is Street Pro League, so that's like second up from Rookie, which is red. So yellow, in essence, is street level. That's second rank up. The top tier Pro League is Lavender.
Lavender.
Lavender, yes. One of those really, well, it's, I guess it's not, I would call it pink. So pink leagues is, hey, I like that. Warrior Pink rules Legend League. Lavender Purple is Champion League. Icon League is light gray. World League is green. National League's blue. Street League's orange. And Rookie League's red. So there you go.
Food adventures, buddy, you just have to wait till you get those things because they're kind of out for testing. Some people have it and some people don't. So if you don't have it, eventually you will get it, but we don't know when.
They keep delaying releasing that to everybody. So now they threw it in. I think these 10 tickets here might be those. Yes, those are Pro League tickets you're getting in Showdown, guys, right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so all of you are now able to get those same tickets that the Pro League guys have. So, you know, get to 1,200, get 10 tickets. Now, the league, let's switch windows real quick so I can show them the league rewards on my other account. Hold on. See if I can do this without.
1 second, Max.
Yeah.
Let me go switch back to mine. I'm going to go look to see if I have those same things. I'm kind of wondering what if you have them because you have the Pro Leagues. What if my Showdown doesn't have them?
This one I'm running doesn't have it. So really, what they did is, what Natural Motion did is they now give you Pro League tickets to people that don't have Pro Leagues.
Well, that's
I'm not sure that's
okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, it's only fair because some people are able to get some of these cars and other people's can't. So.
Exactly.
I guess it's only fair to throw some of them in there. Now, I don't see those tickets in my prize list. Let's go look at the other list of prizes. Ah, yeah,
it's not in the participation rewards. It's you have to actually get trophy count. Yep.
Yeah.
Right there, 10 tickets. Now, so 10 tickets is a big deal. You got to win. You got to advance from street level Pro Leagues to get 10 tickets. So don't underestimate, that reward. That's actually a pretty decent amount of tickets for Pro Leagues. In fact,
interesting. Now, where can I spend those?
So that's the problem. You don't have the showroom for it. So I'm not sure what I guess the thing is that by the time they introduce it to everybody, you will have enough tickets saved that you have a head start in a sense to acquire.
So I've got tickets.
Prizes.
I've got tickets that I can't even spend, guys.
More or less, yeah. Unless you can find. I don't know if they somehow snuck the showroom in. Maybe it's in the dealership. Give it that a shot.
That could be.
Well, Ryan just said the same thing. Go to the dealership. Now, why don't you switch back to my screen? We can show the league stuff real quick and the reward cars. Actually, that's a good way to talk about it.
Let me finish this race real quick.
All right, so it is. Everybody's confirming it's in the dealership.
Okay. All right, back to Max there.
All right, let's take a look here. So this is a current reward cars. Obviously, if you have the Pro Leagues, you have the showroom. I have a great balance of 25 tickets I'm rocking over here. So I'm not buying anything. But the cars that are now available, there are 4 cars. Okay, you have the 150 tickets for this little bad boy right here. Okay, that's one of the Pro League cars. You have both versions of the Pandem Supra. Right here and right there. The Fair Lady Z. Okay, very nice. 30 tickets. I'm 5 short to get that. And the Project 7. Wait a minute. This looks like Victor's car with a different color. I hope it doesn't suck just as bad.
Probably does.
probably is Victor's car with a different color.
More than likely.
Yes, I got the Pandem Supra on this account. That's why I'm down to 20-some tickets. But this one, the SC18, was a prior prize car for Lamborghini event, I think. Don't quote me on that. So I do have it on my main account. So, you know, there are your choices with these wonderful tickets. Okay, and you can get the yellow Supra for as little as 60 tickets, which isn't terrible. But the Pandem Supra, unfortunately, did not turn out to be as interesting as I had hoped. But yeah, it's something. No complaints since you're getting it from just participating in these events.
See, I found the cars in the dealership, but I don't know how many tickets I have. No idea how many tickets I have.
Here's a typical issue with the American Racing Series. I am on from Europe with love. I have 3,450 tickets. Now I can start to do this and get another 350 from the rewards, right? So I can get another 350 tickets, I hope, because I'm in this league thing and there are no tickets from these rewards. I would only get it from the actual showdown rewards. So assume I get the next 350 tickets, that puts me at 3,800 tickets. I'm only 200 short. And that means this event will end in the event ends in 5 days. The showdown lasts how many days? 4 days, 10 hours. And then the next showdown pops in, and then I have to run through that showdown in time to get that extra 250 tickets to get to 4,000, get the Audi, build the Audi immediately, max it out, get 2 stage 6s that doesn't exist because I don't have crates unless I pay for them, and then beat the event. Simple, yeah. Very doable, I'm sure. So here's my current status. Stuck at race 65. Okay, if you got the car, that's 125 tickets. But I don't have the car. So, you know, what a mess. So anyway, that's the current status. Now, my main account, because I didn't really mind spending something just to get the hell through this thing, I already finished. But secondary account, I generally try not to spend money unless I'm forced. And in this case, it's just not looking good. So I'm probably going to not finish this event. Just let it go.
Yeah,
Okay?
I'm not
Simple
even,
options
I'm not
always
even
open your
worried.
wallet.
I'm not even worried about most of these events anymore. I just know that I can't really afford to do them, and I just have to say, okay, I mean, it kind of is what it is. It's kind of a bummer. I mean, I just saw someone said that they're pretty new to the game, but they've already finished Tempest 1, 2, and 3, and they feel like there's nothing left to do. But, I mean, if you're part of a crew, I mean, my crew, there's always stuff you can do with your crew. There's always new events popping up. There's always the new Prestige Cup every season. I mean, there's a million and one different things on the map all the time for people to go through. I mean, even if I'm not doing the events, like the bigger paid ones, I mean, there's always something to do.
Yeah,
I typically pop on for, 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there, 15 minutes there, maybe an hour here sometimes, you know what I mean? It's just constantly just on and off all day long, do a couple things here, it keeps me busy. But I don't ever really run out of things to do, I don't think.
I mean, they're not, it's not very nice the way they did this whole thing. I mean, this event has built-in, basically, paywall that we're all hitting. And most of us either have to pay or we just let it go. But here's the thing. They set this up so that if you let this car go, you don't have the McLaren, therefore you cannot do the finale at all. So the final thing, you have just ended your chances of getting that final prize car, period, right? So that's part of the problem. It really kind of kills you. And I'm pretty sure sooner or later they're going to sell those prize cars for that final. Oh, if you really want to participate in the final, just buy the car. We'll sell you the prize cars, but
yeah,
that's probably going to happen.
It would only make sense. Kevin Liam says, is the Porsche 918 Spyder Tier 5 a good car? Well, it was. It was a really good car at one point in time, but I don't know. I don't know how well it's really going to do at this moment. I mean,
it's a great looking Porsche. I mean, I love this car, but right now building it for live racing. Here's a tip, guys. Go to a live lobby and look at what people are using. Those are generally the good live racers, because if you don't see a car in live lobby at all, there's probably a good reason why it's not there.
Yeah.
It's because people are not winning with them.
The cars that you see.
Yeah, go ahead.
The cars that you see in there all day long, those are the good ones usually.
Yep. Now, but understand that after every event, when a prize car or a PC car comes around, you're going to have 800 of them in the lobby for like a day or two, where everybody's trying to find a way to make them work. I mean, this thing's got to be good, right? It's got to be good. I spent a whole season getting it. It's got to be good. So they play with it for a day or two. They realize it sucks, and it all disappears from the lobby. So that's kind of how it works. Let's see. What's the best American Series car to get? You guys not going to believe this, okay? I'm going to tell you, I think it's the Continental GT3. The Bentley. That's the new
really nice looking one?
The new really nice Bentley is going to be the nicest one to get out of all these American Series cars.
That is a cool looking car, Max.
That car...
I haven't actually messed with it. I know Max played with it, though.
I've tested it, and I have not been able to test it in live for obvious reasons. Content account, we never take it to live.
Yeah.
But from everything I know about how the cars work in the game, from the performance point versus Evo differences and how quickly you gain it, that thing is going to be a beast. Okay. And we don't have a single good Bentley other than the Fast and Furious one that's in the game, which I didn't buy, so I keep forgetting about it. So I'm looking forward to it. That Bentley's going to be an awesome car. And it's going to be on par in the 9.2 lobbies with the white Cento. So I'm definitely looking forward to that car. In fact, that's why I'm not getting the Audi on my second account. I'm saving all the tickets for that Bentley. I'm not getting the Ford either. I'm going to skip the Ford event. I'm waiting on the Bentley one. So, would you buy it in real life is the question. I can't afford it, so I'm not even going to worry about it.
I would, if I could afford it.
I would never buy a GT3 car anyway, because what am I going to do with it? Race it?
Yes.
I can't drive it on the street.
Of course you can. Maybe not legally, but of course you can.
Yeah, not legally. Yeah, just illegally race it down the Autobahn.
Yeah, I had somebody commenting on one of my videos the other day saying, like, some car I did a review on, they were saying it was crap because it didn't run a a 6.9 or a 6.8. It's like, guys, how fast the car goes across the finish line, you know, that doesn't not necessarily matter that much. I mean, it matters on things like showdowns and when you're trying to be the boss car and stuff, but when it comes to live racing, and there's a lot of events that actually go by your dyno time and not really how fast the car is. It's a little bit of both on some of those events. Your car has to be fast enough, and once you get enough parts installed in it, then the car adjusts to your dyno. It's kind of a weird setup they have, but fast is not everything in this game, guys.
No,
all right,
definitely
fast
isn't.
is not everything.
So let's see. Question: which car can beat Ashley's Camaro? Ashley's Camaro is what? Tempest 2? I'm pretty sure that's Tempest 2.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay, let's take a look.
Is that tier 3 or is that tier 4?
Somewhere.
That's a tier 3 car, right?
Tier 4. Camaro's, yeah. Or is it? No, who's the tier 3 Camaro? Is that Ashley or no? That's not Ashley, is it? Hold on. Now you confuse me. Hold on, let me look at that car. The tier 3 is Amelia.
4.
That's Amelia. Phew. Okay. All right. Good. So it should be Tempest 2 tier 4. That's a 13.1 time. If it's Tempest 2, so I think it's like a 13.1. Right. Tempest 3 is Donna. I think Tempest 2 is Ashley, and Tempest 1 is Tempest 1. Who was Tempest 1 tier 4? Oh, it was hair guy. The guy with the FRS or the 86 kid is how I remember him.
Yeah, I don't know
you gotta
what
beat him up for his crappy Nismo GTR. He bought a lemon. That kid. Okay.
Yes, he did.
He bought a Nismo GTR that has like a Honda engine in it and doesn't run.
I feel bad for him, you know.
Oh yeah. That poor kid. From the get-go.
We have to get that junker as well.
Yeah, I know.
I feel bad for me for winning it from the guy.
And then everybody's like building it up. Oh, it's a Nismo GTR. It's got to be good. Unfortunately, it's not.
Everybody who's just showing up, thanks, guys. Nice to see you all today. So many people are coming in. The comments are going fast. It's really hard to keep up with it all. So if we miss your comment or something, we apologize. The HPE 750, yeah, that's way better than the 350 or the GT 350R, buddy. All right, Max, go ahead. I'm sorry if I cut you off there.
Oh, no, that's cool. Oh, wait, I got a blue one too? Oh, I need to strip this one. I need parts. No, I had 2 of them.
The HPE 750 is a great car. I love that thing.
Yeah, so this is our PC car this season. This one. I know you love this car. Incidentally, Foley Max, this car can beat Tempest 3 Tier 4. It's one of the original ones that came around that can actually beat that challenge. Back then, it was one of maybe 4 cars that can do it. Nice burp, Max. Did I burp? Did you burp, Danny? Because I think that was... I don't think I burped.
did not. I don't think I did. I didn't hear any burps. Did you?
So this is the one I built. This is the other HP 750 I built. Because I had a blue one and an orange one from 2 years ago, guys. 2 years ago this was around. So in 2 years, I managed to acquire how many stage 6s? Let's see, I'm still missing 4.
No, Larry's car is terrible, and Lazo the spammer there, buddy. Please don't spam. You did get timed out by one of the admins, but you're going to have to wait till the Fast and Furious events come back out to get that Dodge Charger, and I'm not sure when the next time we have one's going to be.
What are the best 5 for Tempest 3 as far as Tier 4? I'm not sure about. So if you're talking about Tier 4, let's talk about that real quick. The best Tier 4s to beat Donna, okay? Griffith, one of the best. The M5 competition, I should have that car somewhere. One of the best. Right here, this bad boy right here, one of the best. The In Attack GTR, which I know I have somewhere. Obviously, this account, as you can see, I've not put as much effort into organizing. Not this Nissan, guys. Not this one, okay? Do not get this one confused with the N-Attack. We get this question a lot from newer players. This is KJ's useless Nismo GTR. Notice I have expended $0 on it. And then you have the actual good Nissan GTR that looks a lot like it, and I'm sure I have one. Wait, is that another? That's a bad HP 750. Don't try. That's not a good one either.
Bad car.
Bad car. Bad. Here we go. Now this
Good car.
Good car. This is the Nissan you want. Okay. They look very much alike, except for the big wing in the back. Slightly different wing, but this one will easily crush Donna, versus the other one, which will easily not crush Donna. So, make sure you get the right cars for the job. So top 3 so far. We have Griffith, we have In-Attack, we have the M5 Competition. Number 4, actually, in my opinion, would be Eclipse. This thing destroyed Donna without full stage 6s or even full fusions. Unfortunately, most of you will never get a hold of it, so that's kind of water under the bridge at this point. And number 5, that was one of the recent cars that we got that was actually very good for Tempest 3 Tier 4. Let me try to think. I keep getting these questions, but I keep forgetting the answers because I get them so often I start to lose my mind. Hold on, let me find it.
Food Adventures. How good is the Mazda Furai? Well, it's really fast, but I think that's about all it had going for it when it was maxed out.
Yeah, maxed out, that Furai isn't as useful. With very little upgrades, it's actually pretty competitive. So I actually have it set up for your live racing lobby, Danny, around 12:03.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, periodically I'll try to find you. Last weekend I was short on time, so I didn't get a chance to play around too much. Okay.
We don't know when everybody's going to get the Pro League event yet.
This is actually a good one for Tempest 3 Tier 4 as well. Not great, but good. And I know the Griffiths is very good. I can't remember the number 5. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I'm having a brain fart at the moment because, I know the list kind of off the top of my head of all the ones that are decent. RS6 Avant can do it, but it requires a lot of stage 6s for that one specific sprint. Evora GT430 definitely can do it.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
That's a good one. Yep. HP 750 definitely can do it. Yeah, I mean, this guy can do it either as well. Charger Hellcat Widebody can definitely beat the Donna challenges. And what else we got?
Yeah, the Lancer and the WRX should both be able to do it. If you get enough Elite Customs upgrades on those guys. What, Max?
I think they can't finish the final sprint is the problem. Because they're both kind of tire-spending cars from the get-go. Have you tried it with the more elite levels for the sprint? Because I haven't.
I'm pretty sure we tested that one time on the content account, I thought.
Well, maybe it is doable. I have to go look at it again. This guy can do it as well. Z33, 350Z.
Someone says the F40, but the F40 is probably not going to hit that 0 to 60 or 0 to 100 times you need.
Nope, it won't. It couldn't do it even back then. So it's definitely a car that needs a switch for that one sprint. But it can do all the other sprints and it can do all the other challenges. Just need that one specific sprint to have a different car. So yeah, so we have quite a few options nowadays compared to before, so it's not as bad. In the old days, it was like 4 cars you can pick from and nobody had them. Yeah, so now it's looking pretty good. Yeah, this account doesn't have all the options available to it, but it has a decent amount of cars. Now, someone asked me earlier about Heritage GT. Are we talking about the Tier 5?
Love over everything says best LB cars to date. The thing is, almost all of the LB cars are really awesome in their own way. There's one or two that aren't that great, but almost all of them are really good in my opinion. It's hard to pick which ones are actually the best.
I would say LB Aventador definitely is one of the top LB cars. Let me think. What are all the LB cars? I'm actually drawing a blank here. I know there's the LB Murcielago, the LB Aventador. All the LB Mercedes are a joke. Okay, so ignore them. What else we got LB wise?
LOL Gamers in the house. He says we're ignoring him.
Oh, we are?
What's up, LOL?
What's going on, man? LB Silhouette is one of the okay cars. It's fast for this showdown, but it's not the best, in my opinion, out of the LB cars. Let me see what else we got here.
Yeah, the LB Aventador is really good at live.
Yes, it is. Oh, did we get a new LB car recently that sucked? Oh yeah, the LB i8 stinks. Okay.
And the LB GTR is pretty crappy too, unfortunately.
Yeah, the LB GTR back in the day was actually useful. Nowadays it's kind of like, yeah. So that's really it. I think the LB Aventador is probably my top choice of the LB cars.
We got a question here. Danny and Max, do you think the Audi R8 LMS Race 79 Speed Trap for the Europe event with a requirement of 310 miles per hour is just...
Yeah, I think it is too difficult.
Cancerously difficult?
But it's stupid. Here's the thing. First of all, most of us don't have enough tickets to get that car until well into the end of the event. Then they don't really give you a free crate very often to get parts. And then it needs up to 3 stage 6s, depending on which ones you get, to beat that challenge. That's that was clearly designed to make money. Clearly. There's no question about it. Okay.
Almost every big event is designed to get your money, really.
Yeah.
The larger events are designed to make you want to spend, so...
Well,
most of them are pretty hard.
That's why they wait till race 79 to get you stuck, not before.
Yeah.
Because if it got me stuck at race 5, I just quit the event. But race 79, you're that close, you could taste it. What's $20, buddy? I mean, don't drink coffee for a week. You can afford the parts. I mean, that's the mentality that they're counting on. So
yeah.
And it works. They make a lot of money. These guys are making tons of money. So... And I'm not, I spend money, so, it obviously works.
MC Gaming says, hi, I'm new here. What's up, MC Gaming? Good to see you, buddy. Awesome to have you aboard. Is the Lamborghini SC18 any good? I haven't messed with that one, have you?
I have it built on my other account. I can show you. It's not bad. Because it can be set up to be competitive, but is it like super good? No. Let me switch accounts again to show you the SC18.
See, I think the 2019. Okay, we're back on my account. I think the 2019 GT Heritage is actually a pretty cool car, but you had to win it from that event, which is already over, so I don't think you can get it anymore, unfortunately.
That was around way back. That was one of the prize cars from the first American series. It was a.
What was that Heritage Edition we just got then? Wasn't that the two?
It's been around 3 times. The purple star. Oh no, you're talking about the 2021. That's brand new.
Oh, it's the 2021. Okay.
Right, the 2019, which is I think what the question was about. That's been around for a while. That's an old car.
There's too many cars that are so similar. It gets confusing sometimes.
Oh, exactly. They drive you crazy. So, so here's. Let me jump back to my account real quick. I can show you the SC18 because I did the whole Lamborghini anniversary type event. So I got all these cars and I had them all built. So this is the SC18. Okay, now I have a specific setup on it, not utilizing it fully maxed because fully maxed I don't find it to be useful, and more upgraded, it's okay, but it's not super competitive. So utilizing this setup, I'm dynoing a 10.499. And again, as long as I'm careful with how I launch and drive it, I should be able to beat the dyno by a decent amount, which makes the car competitive in the sense that you can run down other people and then slow the hell down, and that should work. Now I just got to remember how I'm supposed to shift this thing. I think it's late nitrous. We'll figure it out in a second. Nope, that was wrong. Let me see what I can do with this. I know that I can drive this car a little differently for, let me see, where is it?
Can you still get the Senna GTR if you don't complete the event? It's possible. Sometimes they do sell some of these things later on for real cash. So there is a possibility you might be able to get it at a later time for real money, or the event could come back at some time where you can finish it again later.
Yeah, but this one's going to rerun, okay? But don't expect the rerun to be easier because you won't even have crates. So basically what they're saying is if you don't have your parts now ready, you're still not going to have your parts later, which kind of just kills the whole point of this whole thing. But we'll see what happens. All right, I'm just messing around with this car because I haven't used it in so long. I can't remember exactly what I did with it before. But as you can see, the SC18 is not something that I can easily get to run super effective. It's got decent points here, but 10.4 at 674 is not good. 674 is basically where tier 4 cars are maxed out, and I can tell you most of them are running this or better. So you're not going to really get a nice advantage in lobby with it. I thought I had a dyno beating tune on this car. Maybe I need to play with it again with the parts or the shifting. I forgot what the shift could be. The shift pattern. Hold on.
Steven Summers' car, I've heard it's actually pretty good in live racing. I've never actually driven it myself, but I used to have a buddy in my crew who raced it all the time, and he said it was excellent. But I'm just going by what I heard on that one. And Shayna's Range Rover, no, that's not going to be a very good one for you at all. But Summers' car is okay, I think. Have you ever messed with Summers' car on live, Max?
No, I rarely mess with the boss cars, I'll be honest with you, other than Amelia's car, which I used a bit. I have not really used the other cars. Oh, here, I'm somehow winning this.
Pineapple got the back mono. That's awesome. That's a really cool car, guys.
That's one of my favorites. I love that car. Oh, there you go. See, I won, except my dyno is like a 10.9, so I'm not sure. No, my dyno is 10.5. So I was able to actually win, so the car actually did all right. There you go. I mean, it's not great. You're not going to beat everybody in the lobby with this car, but again, it seems viable as far as partial build. Now, the question was asked, I'm at 674, am I fully maxed? The car is fully maxed. I actually took off some parts, meaning I took away some upgrades to keep it running slower. Okay. Couldn't connect to that other player for the second round.
James D, buddy, unfortunately, when you open those gold crates, for me, most of the time, I don't get the gold crate car until the loyalty reward. But there's been once or twice that I got it on the first pull, but every other time, it's always pulled to loyalty. So it's not easy to get the good cars out of those crates, I will say that.
Yep.
What is a good car for tier 4 for KJ's challenge? Well, KJ is the tier 2 guy, right? Or the Tempest 2 guy, right?
I mean, Tempest 1. Tempest 1, you just need a car fast enough to beat him.
I would go with the one I always suggest for Tempest 1 and 2 is the Nissan GTR from the dealership. It's fast enough to do it, and it's easy to get parts for. You can just buy and strip those to get more and more parts. So that's, if you're newer to the game, that's the easiest car to make fast quickly, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not using the Sesto Elemento, Maurice. I'm using the SC18, which is somebody asked about this car, so I brought it out for a little quick run.
Bugatti Devo.
Ah, the Devo.
Trying
Great
to remember
car.
which one that is. I know the Pure Sports are cool live racing cars, as long as you don't get it pushed. The Devo. I don't think I've ever really driven that car. I don't think I have that car either. So
it's a down tuner, but it's not very effective in live right now. It gets bumped too easily. So, man, I'm getting challenged left and right. Jesus. No, I guess I need the points anyway, guys. So I will play.
Nolix 9.6 in your Sesto. That's not a bad place to be. You know, anything faster than 10 seconds, that's a good lobby to be in my opinion. Somewhere between 8 and 10, those are my favorite lobbies with the Tier 5 cars.
Yeah, most of the Bugattis have what I would call a grip-based down tune, which, you put enough tire grip on it and all of a sudden it busts dyno like crazy. All right, this car drove really slow.
Yeah, so, the Sesto is one of my favorites.
Yeah, they're trying to get you going here with all the.
I see it. I see it.
I was reading. I was like, oh man, they're trying to get him going.
The other day I just gotta be in the mood to yell at you guys. So if you're gonna try and get me yelling again, I'm not feeling it today. I'm too lazy to yell at you all over my Sesto Elemento.
I'm not in the mood today to yell at you.
Yeah, I just don't feel it, but hey, stop it! Stop it!
Don't trigger me! Don't do it!
Stop it! Oh, there we go. I yelled a little bit for y'all, but that's all you're getting.
Well, I'm actually doing surprisingly well with this SC18. What do you think? I mean, this is destroying all kinds of badass tier 4s in this lobby.
Yeah, it looks like it's doing all right.
It's doing quite well.
The car looks cool too.
Yeah.
Aclavia says Max.
2005 GT.
Oh, you're reading it.
Yeah, I just saw that. I saw it earlier, I think, but I was busy. But okay. Let me get out of this lobby before I bump the crap out of this car. I'm running too far under dyno now, more than I should.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting. Oh, I can't get out.
Yeah, Sesto Elemento means 6 elements, so. I don't know how to say your name really. WFYI. Whiffy? So Whiffy's very correct about that. Sesto means 6 element, which is actually really cool. Thank you, Odom.
That is actually very cool. Now, the maxing the LB silhouette or the other car for the sake of maxing it, I think it's not worth it, but if they get used to repeatedly in showdown, eventually they become somewhat worth it. So it's really your call if you want to do that. I think if you're going to max between the two for this current showdown, go with the LB silhouette, not the Super Snake. Okay, not that the Super Snake's bad. Well, actually, no. Yes, the Super Snake's bad, and the LB silhouette's better. All right, so that's the SC18. That's one of the Pro League's reward cars.
They're still in there trying to push me, so
I've got one final. Hard on this Sesto
got one
thing.
final thing to say to you guys talking about the Sesto, and that is, there you go. That's for you dudes.
They are trying. Oh my God, they are trying to push that button.
You guys are a bunch of.
There's only a little tiny red button, and you got like 18 fat fingers all trying to push it at once. They're all stacked on top of each other trying to push that button. Anyway, I'm trying to find my Corvette. That's why I'm going this way. Corvette. This guy right here. Not only is it one of the best looking cars in the game, in my opinion, it also works quite well. Right.
So what's better, that or the gray guy?
You know my options between gray and yellow.
Well, yeah, but which one? Which car runs better for you?
Slightly faster.
Because sometimes
upgrade to upgrade, it's a little bit faster.
Every once in a while, the gold car ends up being better than the purple star. which is unusual, but every once in a while you will find that. Normally the purple stars are the better version, but not always.
Not always. Well, no, they're both purple stars, actually. Both the gray one and the yellow one.
Oh, okay. For some reason I was thinking the gray one had yellow. Yeah.
Yeah, you had to win the yellow one with the gray one. And so on my other account, I only have the gray one because I wasn't about to burn the resources. But on this one, I wanted to get it because it's yellow.
What bummed me out was when we got that Easter bunny, the RX-7 rocket bunny from the Easter event.
Yeah.
I stripped a couple parts off my regular RX-7 to throw on that. And, you know, the Easter one had the purple stars. They had the 5 purple stars. And it's actually slower than the Golden Star RX-7. I was like, oh, man.
Yeah, that's kind
bummed
of a bummer.
out. But you know what?
Yeah.
They're both just as good in live. I mean, I love them both, but I was a little bummed out.
Yeah.
But speed's not everything.
No, speed's not everything. Now, I tend to run, if you guys haven't figured it out yet, I tend to run in the slower, like 10-second, 9-second to 12-second lobbies because there are a lot more interesting setups with different cars during these lobbies. Once you get into like the 9 to 8 to 7, they're pretty much close to max cars for many of the cars, and therefore there are no variants in tuning. You just run whatever it runs or you lose. Okay, so part of the reason I'm in these slower lobbies is because of that. And you have a lot of fun here because you can win more. Now that if that car's on the glitch tune, which I suspect it is, this Koenigsegg is going to be a bit of work to deal with. So let me see what I can do here.
Alex Anderson, good to see you again, buddy. Thanks for stopping by.
So
James says the most RP he gets is with his Max GT Black Series. 3,000 RP. That's
you
not
see
too
how
bad.
fast it caught up at the end there?
Yeah. Oh, he got you.
I slowed down a little too much too, but yeah, that car with the trick tune is actually quite good. So I respect that car for what it can do.
The HPE 750.
Yeah.
You're being challenged.
I am by a diehard squirrel. A diehard squirrel. Not just any squirrel. A diehard one.
What's that guy's name? The guy from the movie Die Hard.
Bruce Willis?
Yeah, that's the Bruce Willis of squirrels right there. That's what I wanted to say, but I couldn't remember the guy's name. You actually beat the HPE 750? He must not be driving it right.
Wow. I mean, this is the Corvette racing version, okay? It's tuned to win.
Actually, I think that car doesn't do as well once you get into the faster lobbies. Like in the 12.0 settings, man, that car rocks it out. But when you install a few more parts, it stops doing well at live racing, I've noticed. So
yeah, well, actually, this one should be maxed. The one that's racing me. I'm gonna give him the second race, but he should be maxed because he's running around 10.5. That's the maxed out time. So.
Oh yeah, Morris, the Ford Escort is awesome.
All right, so I'm gonna jump back out. I just showed you guys the yellow Vet, which I actually really enjoy, but it's also one of my cars I match up to my other account, so I don't want to knock it out of its average by too far because then I can't match up. So I'm not gonna race too much with it.
You know, Bunker Spy, I actually had
quite often.
I had a list of what the next 2 Elite Tuners cars were going to be, but I lost it. I can't remember what they were, but I think that a lot of people keep saying that Lexus is going to be one of them, which I didn't think it was. I thought the Lexus was going to be a regular car, but that would be cool if it wasn't Elite Tuners.
I think the Lexus will be one of the Elite Tuners for sure, yes.
Because it was in the game files a while back, and it was not an Elite Tuners car at that point, but they may have changed it. That's why I'm not 100% sure, is because back when I saw it in the game files, it was just a regular old car.
Yep, and there's the gray one over here. So, as you can see, they both have their respective high evo point situation where you can have it both high evo and dyno beating. So they're very good cars. This is one of the better Corvettes in the game. The Tier 4 C8 is also very good. And then, of course, all these Camaros, all dyno busters.
Oh, yeah, Bunker Spy is right. It's supposed to be the
LC500. Yep.
Supra A80. He said, yeah, that's right. So we do have another Supra coming out, which is kind of weird. We're gonna have 2 Elite Tuner Supras. But I think the A80 was like the 93 or the 94 model or whatever. Those were my favorite. That was kind of like the Fast and Furious Supra. Those are my favorite body style for the Supra. So I'm kind of
the MK4, I think they're called. The good old where's that Supra? I have that orange,
the twin turbo,
the orange monster from Fast and Furious. You know, here's the problem with Natural Motion, right? They put in this car that everybody freaking wants, and you know, because we all have great feelings about it. The MK4, and they give you the Fast and Furious one, and it sucks. Okay, that's the problem. It can't win in live for its life, and that's really a shame, because I really wanted to use this in live and actually win, but.
Hey, where's your neon lights? Your underglow's gone.
My underglow's gone. No, that can't be. Yeah, you're right. It is gone. Oh well.
You're supposed to have some bright orange lights under
like
that thing.
Like that, yeah.
Huh. Weird.
I don't know. All right. So, Eclavia keeps saying 4GT. So let me go to 4GT, which is one of the coming PC cars.
I think that's a Mark IV Supra, yes.
Yep, that's definitely a Mark IV Supra. So this is the prize version, and that is probably the PC car version we're all going to get, the 2005 GT, okay? This thing is probably one of the best 4GTs in the game. It is the best 4GT in the game, okay? I love this thing. This is a great Tier 4 car. It's just all around great. And if you have some self-control, and you're going to need some, you can take this to live and basically run down pretty much everything. Let me add some gas. Hold on.
James D, buddy, glad to hear the videos are helping you. And yeah, 3 months to get through all the Tempest. That's not too bad. You're making some quick progress there.
All right. I forgot what my dyno is. Okay.
You're welcome, Kevin.
This thing should easily destroy whatever's in here. But I'll probably be destroying my dyno as well. But
yeah, destroying your lobby.
Destroying my lobby. But again, this is where I say you need some self-control, like slowing down a bit. I tried to slow down, but I didn't really want to at that point, even though I brake to like 2. All right, so 11.1 against 11.5. I probably should find out what my dyno is, so I don't end up running like 11.1 when I'm dynoing 12. But this is one of those cars that just absolutely destroys whatever dyno it has. Just from shift pattern. It doesn't really need. Oh, look. Let's try Denny Ross.
I see a lot of people saying new Ford Mustang. I don't think we have a new Mustang, guys.
The RTR. I think they're talking about that RTR Mustang.
Maybe.
Right? I mean, that's the only thing I can think of.
I'm kind of wondering if they were talking about the HPE 750 since it's the prestige car.
That's a Mustang
because that one's been around for a long time. That's what I was getting at. If you're referring to the HPE 750 as a new car, it's been around for several years. It's just extremely hard to get. So if you got the keys, guys, if you got the keys, you want to pull that thing for sure. It's an awesome little car.
All right, here we go. So that was a little too quick into third, but that's all right. I'm still going to catch up. Just stay ahead of them by a little bit. I mean, think about it. This car has 6 gear. So I'm only using 4 and 5 basically without nitrous to get in front of most of these people. That's how crazy this car is. Now, the downside to this car is because it's so crazy, people tend to, push it too hard, and you end up bumping the car. Because any car can be
Pineapple, have a great day.
Oh, I see Bosco found me with the flip car. This is gonna, if we both push our cars, this will actually be a battle. Because the flip car also has pretty crazy down tuning capable.
Comet Warrior, hello.
Okay, so
You got him.
Well, no, I mean, we're both kind of looking at each other going, who's going to slow down more? Because I really don't want to kill my car. All right. So 11.3, 11.2. I know Bosco could probably run faster than that. But that's, that is the flip car's a great car too. I like that thing. It's funny. It's a fun little car.
The flip car was from one of the Fast and Furious movies, Food Adventure. What was it? Fast and Furious 6, I think.
Yep. And the flip car was a prize car in one of the not recent, but like half a year to a year ago, flip car event. So I'll do an all-out run later with this car in dyno. I just don't like doing that in live because I kill my car.
Yeah.
And I hate resetting cars. I'm just too lazy to do it. So
yeah, the flip car is really weird, but it's a cool car.
Yeah, it is a very cool car.
Some people call it the ramp car too. So you either hear flip or ramp car.
I call it the platypus car because that's what it looks like.
It does too. It does.
I'm telling you, if you take a platypus and put 4 wheels on it, you got the flip car. It's real easy to. Oh, I bumped my car. So just like that, I've already bumped it. So let's jump out of the lobby.
I can almost guarantee you we're going to see more Fast and Furious events in the future. I just don't know when we're going to have the next one, but most of the time it seems like they pop up about twice a year, so we should probably be due for another one sometime soon.
Now, the bump isn't as bad as you may think, because when I was running 11.6 against opponents, I was beating them without even running dyno. When I ran the 11.0, that's when I beat them by beating dyno. However, let's run this car all out. Let's see what it runs, okay? That'll give us a better idea just how capable. Oh, yeah, it's okay, Bosco. I mean, you and I both know we both run dyno beaters. So when we see each other, we have to kind of judge how far we want to push it.
Since Snitch would like to see your setup, if you don't mind showing him.
Sure, I'll show it. No problem. So 4th, 5th nitrous, 6th, and going. So it does 308, top end with this car. So obviously it can beat Donna's thing without much of an issue. So 10.9 on a 11.3 is one of the ways to do it. You can actually do this and push this car much further than that if you want. It can beat dyno by quite a substantial margin. Not that I would do that. This is harder to drive. So the 11.3 is actually a pretty good spot to set the car because you get nice points here. You still beat dyno, and you can still, do what you need to do. All right, so let's take a look at the setup here.
Awesome,
now, you can run this
Steve
car
W. Congrats.
What? I missed something?
Oh, no. Awesome, Steve W. Congrats. You got the car on the first pull today.
Oh, nice. Very nice. All right.
That's always a good thing.
That's always a good thing. So what I did is I dropped a few parts here just to kind of bump it down so that it can get a easy dyno beating setup. But for the most part, the car's maxed.
The ID blocker makes it a little hard to see some of your parts there. But.
So stage 4 turbo and stage 3 intake are the only two that's not stage 6. So the car's basically maxed out. But if you had it fully maxed, it is still very competitive in the lobby because it still beats its own dyno by quite a lot. So it's a good car, very good car. And also, if you take a quick look here, okay, that obviously beats the requirement for Donna. That could beat the requirement for Donna by quite a bit too. The only one that doesn't beat the requirement right now is this. You need to get that 0 to 60. That it has to be really fast, and that could take a bit of work. But this car actually is capable of beating that 0 to 60. I just can't remember how I did it. Let me check here.
Awesome, Maclavia. That's awesome, buddy.
Let's go ahead and try this. I think
Food Adventures wants you to race the Pride car.
mine. I haven't put any money into it. I can't. Oh, you want me to race that guy? Find the guy?
I think he wanted you to race. He wants to see how it drives. I haven't actually messed with that one. I haven't had time to play with most of those new cars yet.
Yeah, I never built it, so I don't know. Might be worth it to take a look on the content account, but I don't know. I mean, I can jump on the content account to see if I can. Yeah, so 0 to 60 without the right parts can be somewhat difficult with this. That's the one weakness for the GT. Although I recall the GT can beat the 1 point. I have to look at it again. I thought I was able to beat the Donut's challenge altogether. 1.6. It's actually easier this way. Let me check something here. Might have to be fully maxed to pull it off. It's probably the only thing. Nitrous doesn't matter. Oh. I think this is what it is. Hold on. Let's try this real quick. I think I remember what I'm doing wrong now.
You just got to hit nitrous 10 seconds before you launch.
Nah, it's one of those cars that you have to skip gears in order to get the best run out of it. So I think the issue is I didn't go instantly into second, like how you would normally drive it. That would probably do it. Let me see if I can get this. I know you
no,
can.
we have James. We have a couple other Tier 5 BMWs, I do believe. Pretty sure.
we have that other MA, the MA competition, and now it's the MA convertible. Those are the 3 Tier 5 BMWs. They're really the same car with probably different look.
Jonah Brown says, Max, do you know if the 007 is any good?
The 007's fast. Is the 007 going to be any good? I don't know. I'm not. My feeling is it's probably not going to be as good as I'm hoping it would be.
Nolix, I don't have a very high opinion of the N600 or the M600. What are your feelings on that one, Max?
One of the guys in my crew's been running it, and he's having very good success with it. So apparently it's a down-tunable car, and without full upgrades, he was able to win quite a decent amount in live. So he's got it. He's saying he really likes it, but I don't know just how good it is.
So I guess if you figure out the right setup for it, it might be decent for live racing. But
yeah, I mean,
when I was playing with it,
I would say so-so is probably the right,
Yeah, when I was playing with it, I didn't really care for it too much. It was just kind of okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to revisit this car. I know I put it on the list of cars that can definitely beat the entire Tempest 3, but it could be that I needed it fully maxed to do that, which wouldn't surprise me, to be honest.
Someone says, is the RWD any good? All I can think of is rear-wheel drive, buddy.
That's the Porsche.
Porsche RWD, okay.
Yeah, Porsche RWD. RWB. Yeah, RWB, not RWD.
Okay, the Porsche RWB. That's the one with the big old crazy wing, right?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. I got mine maxed out, and I love it. Now, I didn't like it until I maxed it out, so I don't know if I originally had it tuned wrong or what, but I thought it sucked, and then I got all the parts for it, and now I think it's amazing. It's good at kind of a little bit of everything. I have the one with the golden stars. I haven't messed with the purple star one though.
Yeah, this is the current. This is the bad boy right here. That's the current HP 750. Now this one is the one that can beat Donna with, you know, it's kind of close on some of the speed traps because it's not really that quick. But on the sprints, it absolutely has no problem beating the sprints. Okay, getting that 260 mile per hour takes just a little bit of work. For one, you have to actually hit 260, and then you probably have to do something like this. There's 256.9 right there. So that's, you know, I'm sure it could push a few mile per hour over that pretty easily.
LOL, I do have the purple star one, but I've never used it. Never driven it.
Let's try this out.
Melva, hello. Good to see ya. Comet Warrior, how you doing today? Good to see you. I thought you were going to be away for a couple weeks or something. Nice, Niner. That's awesome. He used the Mustang to win a nice F50 from Donna.
All right, here we go. Remember, in Tempest, it is not a quarter mile, it's a half mile. And I used the nitrous too early there. So in Tempest, this car will do 260. In the quarter mile, it won't do 260. Okay, so don't get confused with quarter mile stuff when it comes to Tempest versus all the current events. So Tempest 3 Tier 4, you're doing 260 in the half mile. And I'm pretty sure I can do it. I just need to let the car actually use its gears a little bit, like this. And hopefully we don't run out of nitrous before we hit. That's the key. And there it is.
Now, are you intentionally driving it differently than normal as far as the shift pattern?
Absolutely, because you're going for top speed here rather than going for top performance here. You know, I think the proper way to drive it, you should be running slightly under the 11.2 dyno, but the way I have it set up is for top speed, not top performance. Obviously, top performance also require your tires to be at a different point, like this, where you can get a 0 to 60. That's absolutely crazy. Okay, so this car won't have a problem with a 0 to 60, where the only thing it struggles a little bit is getting that speed trap exactly the way you want it, especially the 250 mile per hour one, not the 260, because that one has part restrictions. I have a whole video for this, I think, so look up my old, it's from two years ago, but look up my old video for that. Okay, so 10.5, let me see, 10.
Ollie, if you saw somebody running a 6.5 in the Jesco, that was a hacker. The Bugatti Bolide is currently the fastest car in the game still, I believe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Bolide's the one to, is still the top car. It hasn't changed.
Melvin wants to know, is the gay car good? Well, I haven't really got to test it out. I don't think Max has really messed with it either, I guess. So I'm not really sure about that one.
If it's anything like the MA competition, which I suspect it is, because they probably just, you know, repackaged that car, it's not going to be all that great. Okay, yes, you can find a way to beat dyno with it, but no, it's not going to have super high evo, nor is it going to be lobbying super well. So I think it's going to be mediocre at best.
Aclavia and Chrisman, have a good day, guys. Catch you all later.
Yep. Have a good one, Eclavia. And Kristen's leaving too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me see.
Oh, you ran against a 6.4 LB Silhouette? Jeez. That was definitely a hacker.
Yeah, that's, I mean, we know that they're out there. So, you know.
I've only seen that once where somebody had a car that just destroyed me, and I looked at the time and went, "Oh man, that was a hacker." I've only seen it once.
I've had it a few times. If you get into the top, once you get into top 1,000 rankings with any showdown, you start seeing those guys.
Yeah, I think 6.4 I think what is it, 6.796 or whatever is the fastest car in the game.
Yes. Anything
Something
faster
like
than
that.
that's a hack.
6.79 something is the fastest running car in the game. So
Yep. Let me see here.
there's a lot of 6.8, 6.9 cars, 7.0 cars. But yeah, if you're seeing people running, 6.2s and 6.5s, maybe take a screenshot of that and try to send it into the game, because that's clearly somebody cheating. 797, all right, 6.797. That's the world record time on the Bugatti Bulleye there.
All right. My F1. There is my F1.
Okay, James says,
here it is.
what's the difference between the Super Snake and the Ford Mustang Shelby GT500? They both have the Snake logos in the same car, but one Ford and one is Shelby.
I mean, in game, you have to use different fusions. And neither one's really all that outstanding when it comes to long-term use, right? But the Shelby's faster, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think the Super Snake's a little bit better of a car. The GT500, I don't really remember why, but I don't like that one at all. It's just kind of a so-so car. I mean, I don't think the Super Snake's that great either, but I do like the Super Snake better than the GT500.
Yep. Yeah. Bosco, this is my slightly slower lobby tune to match up with another car mine. So it's not in the 7s. This is a 9.5 setup, but it actually runs a little bit under that. Now, don't forget, these F1s already have a huge lobby advantage because of the high Evo. So along with the Dyno Buster, this car is almost unbeatable in 9.5 unless you're facing like a Camaro that runs 7.7s. So, I got 9.198, and that's not running it perfectly, but running it pretty much all out. But it's going to dyno against cars that are probably running 9.7, 9.8. Okay, so I don't anticipate any issues when I go into live racing with this car. I'm going to be facing a lot slower cars. But if needed, it's always nice to be able to have that margin of beating dyno if needed, so I don't have to give up wins. But I usually end up giving some up anyway because I miscalculate and people outrun me at the very end.
LLPXSH. Unfortunately, I do not have a tune for your LBNSX because you're missing a couple parts, and when you change parts, your car generally needs to be tuned again. So without having my car set up exactly like yours, I would have to set it up with the exact parts and then tune it. But I do have a video on my tuning playlist that might help you. I think it's called The Correct Way to Tune Your Cars. That'll show you my method for tuning. You can do that, and then if you want, you can always try to tweak it a little bit to pull a little bit extra out of it. But yeah, without having my car exactly as yours, I can't really give you the best tune for it.
3 big money bets just got kicked. Wait a minute, I was going to get some of that free money. Where did you go? Come back!
Oh no!
I need your money!
Give us the money!
All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and take on East Coast Stoner. Oh, he challenged me. Perfect. And I crashed. No, I didn't. No, he disconnected. What? What is this?
It's called trash.
Well, chances are he'll take my money if he had the Pure Sport. I suspect he's running a down tune that's probably going to run even greater down tune than what I can do. But you never know. All right, so it does have a 0 RPM drop. I just showed you what that looks like, which allows it to run basically dyno. But if you can run slower than dyno and still win, you really won't get bumped in this car very often. So I ran a 9.8 against a 10.0, but that's a new player, so his Supra is probably super bumped and poorly set up and missing fusions. That's why he's in this lobby. Okay, but again, when you run an F1, even with a regular tune, you're almost always 2/10 in a lobby 2/10 slower than you. So that's why I love the F1. It's a great car. I know you don't like the F1, Danny, but look at my shift pattern. It's so slow. It's not even fast.
Yeah, I just don't like it. Maxed out, it's not fun to drive.
No, this 671 tune is great.
James D, yeah, the Lamborghini Countach parts are very hard to get. I was stuck on the Legends Never Die race for over a year, and then one day I opened a free bronze crate, and Donna was like, hey, here's a stage 6 part for your Lamborghini Countach. I installed it, and then I finally finished the last 2 races or whatever. So yeah, it's a pain to get those. Yeah, that definitely looks better to drive than mine, I'll tell you that.
I don't know how I'm in the 10.0 lobby here, but whatever, I'm not complaining. So it could be because I was swapping for a bit with this car, and when I swap, I drive really slow. So I probably ended up like 2 lobbies slower than where I should be. But I'm really surprised these guys are running 10s. I had a chance against that big money guy then. It's a shame he got bumped. I could have possibly gotten some money.
I'll do a couple runs on the Sesto here in a minute. Let me know when you're done with that, Max. I got someone wants to watch me do a couple runs on the Sesto Elemento here.
11.7's not a bad time for the LBNSX. Here's the key, guys. It's not whether your time is good or bad. It's how much upgrades are you using to hit that time. The less upgrades you can use to hit the same time, the more competitive your car will be. Okay, if you're using like 700 performance point to run 10.5, you're not going to be very competitive. But if you're doing 650 performance point running 10.5, you're going to be plenty competitive. That's the difference. When we talk about low performance point high evo, that's the ratio you're looking for. Your car has to be more competitive at that level of upgrade than equivalent cars that you normally see in the lot. Okay, all right, this time I won. Last time he won. Easy peasy. Why did you guys play? Daddy, I blame you for the music choice. That's all you.
Well, it's on shuffle, buddy. It's on shuffle, so it just plays whatever plays.
Like I don't touch it. I just let it do its business.
Pretty much.
That's like Spotify. When I run Spotify, just let it play in the background. Whatever song comes on, it comes on. I'm not gonna worry about it. So I'm essentially swapping with this guy, but I control the swaps here. I can choose to beat him if I want to. I could choose to give to him if I want to. It's a nice place to be in live because people can't cheat you out of your wins. Okay. So this is why I set up my cars the way I do. If needed, I can always force their hand a little bit to make sure they don't take my win. And I don't use the swap symbol because I normally don't swap. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Black Series. Beautiful car, Danny. I really like this car, but it's just not that good.
Yeah, I'm not really a Mercedes fan.
I like the way they look. I like the technology they got in them, but you know, in real life, they're awesome cars.
Yeah, that's true. They are cool cars in real life. I don't really like Mercedes. I mean, I probably wouldn't drive one, but I mean, I've seen a couple of like really cool Mercedes in my day. Not really my thing, but I can still appreciate them, you know? Yeah.
I mean, they're, you know, before they changed the matchmaking in live, the AMG GTR was a beast because I can run it like 610 Thunder dyno. So I would just not use nitrous and I would control the runs. But now, even with that setup, you're not going to be competitive. So it's unfortunate. But yeah, I like that. Right. I like that brand. I just wish they had better cars.
I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my screen for a second so I can show Nolux how I drive the Sesto here.
I know how Bosco hates Mercedes. You know, he's such an anti-Mercedes guy.
All right, Bosco's so the main thing is let go of the gas just a little bit before it launches. All right, if you let go of the gas too soon or too late, you often get crazy wheel spins. So this is the easiest way I found to drive this car. So 3, 2, 1, let go. Second, third, fourth, fifth, and nitrous. And that's pretty much all that there is to it. It's all about getting that start right. You don't want to let go too soon. You don't want to let go too late. If you let go too soon or too late, you get the wheel spin. If you let go just right, it's not too bad. There we got a 7.706. But it's all about getting the launch down. Like every once in a while you can get a perfect start and it doesn't screw you up, but 90% of the time when you get the perfect start, it does screw you up. So we'll go ahead and do one more run on this. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third, fourth, fifth, and nitrous. And honestly, I'm not even really sure if it matters if you hit the nitrous on this car. If you hit it too soon, the nitrous will cause wheel spin. So that's why we're hitting nitrous in a later gear on this one. But it almost seems like the nitrous does nothing. Alright, that was a little slower. Let's try and do it without the nitrous, guys. Let's run it without the nitrous and see what kind of times we run. I don't think it really matters, honestly. Hey, Salty, what's up, buddy? Good to see ya. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third, fourth. And no nitrous on fifth. Alright, what did we get? So it does run a little bit slower without the nitrous, but not much. Now you can adjust the nitrous. I kind of adjust my nitrous according to how much I want this to be dyno time by. So the dyno is a 7.9, or if I want to crank it up all the way, it's going to show an 8.0, which means it's going to beat dyno by even more right now. Alright, it'll beat dyno by a lot when I run the 8.0, but run a faster time. So let's go ahead and do one more run with the nitrous cranked all the way up. And check out exactly how much we're beating dyno by. But yeah, I do love this car a lot. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third, fourth, fifth, and nitrous. Alright, so what did we get? There we got a 7.7005 with a 8.0 on the dyno. So this thing destroys dyno. You don't have to down tune it or nothing. This thing will just eat cars alive and live until it gets pushed. That's the only thing. I did find out this car I can't remember if it did it on all the stage 5 parts or if it was on stage 6, but I did find a way to just go ahead and run this without using the nitrous and not shifting into the last gear, and eventually it'll slowly push back further into lobbies to where it'll easily win races without even going into the last gear. So it's kind of a weird and interesting car to drive.
That late launch is interesting. It's like the LB Aventador, same issue. You need to launch it late or you're going to get wheel spin.
A lot of Lambos are actually like that.
I think there are a few that are pretty sensitive. But some of the others are not as bad. The Evora is a very good car, Steve W. It's good for live racing. It's also very good for Tempest 3 Tier 4. So the Evora is a car worth building if you have the parts. So, did you switch back to me?
Yeah, back to you, buddy.
All right, I'm here with the, and I'm going to butcher this name again, so before you guys start screaming, okay, I'll try to do my best. Sena GTR, right?
Senna. The Senna, I think.
Senna. I know that it's SENNA is how I was told to pronounce it, but I always seem to get it wrong anyway. So anyway, this is the prize car that we are all stuck on. Well, a lot of us are stuck on race 79 for, and some of us are actually stuck on race 65 because we don't have the other car. But it's actually a very decent car that has both low performance point, high evo, as well as dyno beating capabilities. Again, in a slower lobby, quite competitive. Okay. That's the most simple name to pronounce. Yes, it's the most simple name to pronounce wrong.
Look, not everybody's perfect, guys. I mean, some people have trouble pronouncing simple things. I mean, I pronounce all kinds of weird stuff all the time, so don't make fun of Max. Be nice to Max, everybody.
Yeah, man, English is not my first language. You know that. So
yeah, he doesn't speak this English.
No. I learned this when I came to the United States, and I can barely speak English. And that's why I mispronounce. Besides, I learned a lot of my English from watching Looney Tunes. So you got to understand, mispronouncing is part and parcel of learning language from Looney Tunes.
I mean, Max knows words, Max speaks language like Godzilla!
Godzilla! Godzilla!
Wait, was that Japan or that was Japan,
Japanese.
Wasn't it?
That's Japanese.
Crap.
I'm Chinese.
I'm sorry, I messed it up. I ruined the joke, okay?
No, but it was funny. Well. I do like it. I always get a huge laugh out of the Japanese dude. Like, they're standing there looking at Godzilla coming, and you're like, "Run, you fool!" He's over there, Godzilla, and he's looking at him. He's gonna step on me, Godzilla, and then he dies. It's like, oh my god.
It's almost like that scene in Austin Powers where the guy's about to be ran over by the steamroller that's moving at like half a mile per hour, and he's just standing there like 100 yards away watching it come at him slowly and going, no! It's a lot like that.
Those are the best, though. Those are the best. All right, so anyway, this car is pretty good. I mean, I don't want to overemphasize the fact that it's a decent car, but that if that Continental GT3 turns out anything close to what I think it can do, based on my testing the content account, I'm gonna love that. So with this one, what you have is, and I'll show you how I do this. I tend not to worry about, obviously none of us have stage 6s yet, but I tend not to worry about certain upgrades if I find that they're not really going to give me a whole lot of Evo points. And I found that the points here already got pretty high, so I skipped intake and turbo altogether. Don't need a lot of nitrous, and then the rest of these are where the points are at. Now I think if I can get stage 6 transmission, I could bump up another 200 plus points here. So this car is going to become really decent. But this is the current setup, and then this is not a max evo tune. This is another thing when you guys play with tunes, with these cars with high top speeds, you don't need the highest evo. You can still do quite well by not having the highest evo. So the highest evo is actually something like this. Okay, boom, 9.8. But I like it where I can have decent amount of points and run here and then beat people running like slower than this. So that's, you just can't go wrong with that. That's why I like that tune. But this is the tune I use on this particular car. But I do like it quite a bit. I did use the 2000 Evo tune, and I got beat by some cars that also has the same capabilities, and I was upset, so I down-tuned it. Yeah, the Urus is not a good car, unfortunately. I would not build any SUVs in Tier 4 unless you are forced to.
Yeah, Urus looks kind of nice, but not into it.
No,
someone else just said, is the RTR Spec 3 worth building for live racing?
Nope.
I don't think I would build that guy, guys.
Nope.
I don't think I would put any... If you don't need it for that event, which I think it's already over, so I wouldn't dump any parts into that, honestly.
Yeah, and surprisingly, the Audi turned out to be pretty competitive in live, even though I can't find anything special about tuning it. It's almost
Audi?
like Natural Motion just said, this car just will be good.
Which one?
The Audi. The Audi we used for the event. Hold on. I'm trying to find that car.
The real nice looking one?
A real nice looking one, yeah.
That you originally said kind of sucked?
Yeah, I still think it kind of sucked, but for some reason it somehow is able to win, even though it kind of sucks. So, yeah, so I had the good fortune of getting body, turbo, and I paid for tickets to get engine. Okay, not too terrible, but this one is the strongest stage 6 for this car. So if anything, you probably want to run these 2 stage 6s and leave the rest out. But of course, at stage 5 only is what I ran it in live, and it was actually pretty decent. So the mono is really good, guys.
It's definitely worth having the mono, but that's a lot of gold. But it's kind of rare that I say go ahead and buy a car for 4,000 gold. But man, I don't know if I would spend all of my gold on it. But if you got some gold to spare, it's kind of worth getting.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. I think I'm getting called for Domino. So can we switch back to your account real quick? Yeah.
Sure. I'll go run a few more of those one thingamadingies. Whatever you want to call them, you know. Alright, let's go do a few more showdowns. But yeah, I'll tell you what, the mono is super cool. Like we got it tuned on. I showed the tune the other day on my live stream. I was live racing it, I think, and it's only got like one stage 4 part, I think some stage 3 and some stage 2 parts installed or something. And I mean, it's just really doing amazing in live. It's real good. It's real good.
I am back.
I'm not really into my Cobra Jet so much. Like, if I take that into live, I almost always lose with it, so I'm not really going to take the Cobra Jet in there. The Cobra Jet's a pretty good car. It's just, I have a really hard time launching that one for some reason, and I usually run a crappy time because I never get my launch right on it, so everybody beats the crap out of me because I can't drive that car properly.
Yeah, the Cobra Jet, very sensitive to launch.
And there's so many cars that are faster than it now. It's very hard in its lobby.
Yeah, well, it has a massive down tune. I was given that particular tune, but I already bumped mine. So when I used the down tune, it literally got bumped 4 lobbies up. I was like, okay, forget that. I'm not using this car now. But yeah, it's a very tricky car to drive.
I actually don't even remember how to drive it. It's been so long. But yeah, the launch is really weird. I notice when I'm live racing and I have to use the launch button, I almost always screw the launch up, but when I would do it in a test run, it almost always got a good launch. So I think if you have even the littlest bit of lag or delay on your game, you're going to have a hard time launching that guy.
Yep.
And I think we got some issues here, so...
Alright, you want to bump back over to me? Let's find out how good is Audi R8 LMS. Oh, I crashed. Never mind. Don't switch back.
I think we both crashed, man. I'm stuck in the matrix here.
I'm crashed. This is turning out great.
I'm hitting the back button, but it won't let me out of here. We've been here for like...
a back button. It has to have like a little corner back button that pops up. Yeah.
The little back arrow.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hit that, but man.
Well, yeah, it's like permanently spinning.
I'm stuck. I'm not sure, but I think we've frozen.
As soon as I reload, you can switch over to me. Because I was trying to race somebody in my Audi, and it just went, boom, get out of here. Denied.
I'm still stuck, guys.
Yeah, Nitro was watching our stream. I was like, they're bad-mouthing us. Kick them both.
They said, oh... They tell people no spend gold to get car. Yeah. And they say, ban that guy. Ban that guy.
All right, switch over to my account. I'm back up.
Okay. I guess I'm going to just go ahead and exit out and go back in because I am stuck.
Oh, yeah.
I've never been stuck for that long before.
No, that was like semi-permanent right there. All right, so in this lobby, this is a good car. This Ferrari Deker is driving. That's a decent car. You got the Mazda with the nice little body kit to look like the old RX-3. That's a decent car. Ooh, another Audi. Let me race another Audi.
Niner, we don't have any dogs or ponies here. I mean, Max has a dog, but we don't have any ponies.
I pay good money for this. I expect something. Something, my money something, but I don't know what it is. Okay, all right. Let's see.
No
Audi,
refunds.
No refunds. You signed the waiver, you came to the stream, you deal with what you got.
Yeah. Sorry if it was a generic imitation, but you know. We made it look just like the real thing.
I know it's crap, but that's crap you paid for, so deal with it. All right, so I am running slower than dyno, because my dyno is actually 8.66 or 8.6 something. And I am doing okay. That's the thing about this Audi. It's weird like that. I did no special tune, Max Evo tune, put the parts in, threw it in the lobby, and it does okay. I mean, this is true even in the slower lobby. So, what can you say? You know, this is kind of like the Juke. You don't see anything special about it, but it doesn't lose. Can't complain about that. I mean, that's a good thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and it does beat dyno. This car can beat dyno if needed by a little bit. Not great, but it'll be like let's try. Oh, I was gonna say let's try the F1, which will give us a better judge of where we are in the lobby. But I got the Super instead.
James D. Unfortunately, when you do those Elite Tuners events, most of them give you one car and then you're forced to buy the other one with either event tickets or gold. And if you don't have it, unfortunately, you're just going to have to save up until you do. Kind of sucks, but like when they first came out, some people got the cars for free, but that was for a limited time only. So at this point, I think you're pretty much stuck saving up the gold, or if you run through the event, you can spend your tickets to buy the other car if you have enough tickets. But that's really about all there is to it.
Well, Patrick, so gold and cash, this question gets asked a lot. The cash part is mostly from just playing a lot and being very careful where you spend. The gold part is more interesting. The more you spend to make it through events, the quicker it is for you to gain gold. Most of these events give you like 500, sometimes 700 gold. Imagine all the events I've done over the years. They all gave me gold. And I bought I think I bought about 30k gold as well over time. So that's why I have as much gold as I have on this account. I mean, if you don't buy gold, my second account, which I've never bought gold, and I've spent it plenty, I still have 10,000 gold. So gold you can still save up as well. And I'm sure Danny's the same way. I know we say the same thing when we talk about this.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't quite seem like the game's giving out as much gold as it used to, but you just gotta be real stingy with all your resources, guys. Only spend the gold when it's absolutely necessary or when something really amazing pops up. And as far as your game cash, generally I try to only upgrade 1, sometimes 2 cars per season. Because if you upgrade everything, you're always gonna be broke.
Yep, if you go too crazy with spending, you're gonna, we should stipulate that when you're new, you're gonna be broke all the time, okay?
Yes.
That's unfortunately just the reality of it, especially when you're trying to do events. As you play longer and longer and you're able to do a lot of live racing as well, you'll find that your money will slowly gather. But again, I have crewmates who constantly bounces 0, and he's been playing 4 years because he loves building cars. So he literally works each season to build whatever car he's building for that season because he's out of money otherwise. And he's up there with a lifetime earning of probably close to $1 billion as well. But he spent it all.
As far as the music playlist, I just picked stuff that sounded like it would be good, like kind of like happy, upbeat background music type stuff. You can't lose. You can't use copyrighted music, so you're very limited to what kind of music you can actually use. So I use the stuff that YouTube provides for us. That way I don't get in trouble and they don't try to take all my money for using their songs.
Yeah. When you pull out the Mustang, what do you use it for? Which Mustang? You talking about the HPE or I mean, we got a lot of Mustangs in the game. So
The only Mustang I really drive is the HPE 750, and I use that for live racing mostly.
yeah, I mean, I have to reevaluate this Audi a little bit. So far, it's been quite consistently winning in this lobby. I'll give it another week before I make a final call on it. Oh, here comes Soundwave. He has this knack for finding me really fast. Like, it doesn't matter what lobby I'm in. He's just like, I'll be right there. Hang on, right? And here he comes. Oh, and it's a different car. Are you cheating, Soundwave? Are you cheating? You show me the LB, and then you show up with the Valkyrie trash pack. Why?
Those loyalty pool seasons are never fun. I hate those. Most of the time, I try those tricks. Most of the time, it works really well, but I still get the occasional 15 pool season myself. So, you know, like I always say, man, they're never guaranteed to work, but it seems like there's something to it. Max says, Max does not believe, though. Max does not believe.
I'm a non-believer, dude. I really am. I'm sorry.
He says your tricks are bull crappy.
Well, I don't say that. I'm just saying I'm a non-believer in that stuff. I was a psych major in college, so I know a lot of stuff that I'm kind of biased towards from just my psych, education. But yeah.
That is such a nice looking car right there.
Hey, look, it's actually doing pretty well. I mean, guys, I have to take back my complaint about it. I thought it would be a sucky car. So far, it has been sucking less than I expected.
I'm going to see how many credits I have. I kind of want that now, just because it looks so awesome.
It is a beautiful looking car, though. It really is.
It's one of my favorite looking cars in the game now. Like, I don't know why. I just love it.
I think the tires are cool. The little thing they did with the tires is really awesome.
I have 3,925 tickets.
Oh, of course. Of course.
I think you need 4,000 to buy it, right?
Yeah, 4,000.
How do I get more tickets?
So,
I guess I got to upgrade my car because my car is stuck on the event there.
I like the track pack look too. The Valkyrie. I just wish it was a better car, but I really like that car too.
Or should I save my tickets for that Bentley? I don't know.
I'm telling you, get the Bentley. You'll like the Bentley.
I wonder how many tickets that's going to cost.
4,000. Come on, that's a given. You know all these cars are going to be 4,000 a pop. I hope they don't screw us by making that 5,000. That would piss me off.
Or 6,000 or 10,000. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean,
who knows?
If they did something crazy, I would be really pissed.
See, that's what I'm worried about. Is it going to be like way more expensive than these ones? I mean, it could be.
I don't know.
Typical sorcery.
Sorcery. What is this natural motion sorcery?
Now the FFXK in there, I'm not really interested in buying that one. Now that one's 3,000.
No, don't.
All right, that one's 3,000, and the other two cars are both 4,000. So I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a price hike.
Yeah, I hope not. I'm hoping that 4,000 is a lot of tickets. Okay, we're not getting that many to start with. So
James D says 1 million tickets.
1 million tickets, yeah. That'll be. I mean, some games do stuff like that where literally they tell you, "Oh, you just need resources to get this," and then you look at the resources, and go, "Dude, that's like impossible to earn. What are you kidding me? 1 million coins for this, and I get like 5 of those coins a day." I mean, this game is pretty crazy with that too. But I've seen games like that where they really just it doesn't even make sense what they're asking. So
I would actually have to dump game cash into my Chiron Pure Sport in order to get any further in this current event to get more tickets. So I really don't want to dump. That's an awesome car, but I really don't want to dump my game cash into it right now.
Which one?
The Pure Sport.
Oh, the Pure Sport. Yeah, it's a good car, but it's how would I put it? It's competitive, but it's not super car. in the game right now for live racing. It's not like the top live racing cars, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't, if you have it built already for other events, of course, but I wouldn't build it just for that. Thanks for the money, Bosco. Every penny does count, and I do appreciate it.
Hey, where's mine, Bosco? You gotta share with me too.
You gotta share the love, man. Share the love.
Just put that game cash in the package and FedEx it to me, okay?
Yeah, those yellow tokens are ridiculous. In fact, here's my current situation with those tokens. Let me find a card that's eliteable. I look at it once in a while, but it makes me depressed. That's why I don't look at it. So I just wait a few months and then I look at it and hope that I'm pleasantly surprised at how many tokens I have, which hasn't been the case yet. I'm pleasantly unsurprised each time.
Morris, I'm not really sure what you mean there, buddy. Is there some sort of rank or respect to play normal game as you guys? Max, do you have any idea what he's asking there?
I mean, no, I think there's no rank or specific respect level you have to be to play the game like we do. I mean, you gotta understand, 4 years of time plus money plus just playing the game every day will put you at a different position than someone who just started the game 3-4 months ago, right? So there's going to be a big difference. But yeah, Bosco, you have a card in like every lobby I'm in. You're in there, so it's pretty funny. But yeah, see, I have 437 tokens. Here's the problem: if you have more than this, once you hit 500, at least for me, it caps out. So I'm actually not too happy with the whole thing here, and I'm out. I don't have enough red to go to the next level in any of my elite tuner cars, and I don't even have enough green really for much right now. So I'm not too, I kind of gave up on elite tokens. I just get them when I get them.
All right, guys, to get the elite tokens, it's just simply going out to the map every day, looking at everything that's available, and seeing if any of those races are giving out the tokens. If they are, make sure you race those ones to get the elite tokens. I mean, that's really all there is to it. It's a long process. They're not really made to get quickly, but you just got to grind for those things.
Absolutely. That's basically what it all comes down to, really, with this game.
Morris says he doesn't have the Pro LVL.
Oh, the Pro Leagues.
I don't have that either, bud.
Yeah, I mean, there's no. I hate the. People always say, "Oh, you guys are like pro level players." We just play a lot.
Yeah,
I don't really see it as pro level player kind of thing. If you play a lot, you kind of keep track of what's going on in the game. You start to learn stuff, and then you just utilize it to your advantage. That's really all this is.
I mean, we just we know how the game works. We have a lot of knowledge about the game. Max is probably a little better on the tuning aspect than I am, but I mean, overall, it's just about playing for a long time, acquiring a lot of stuff, and learning about how the game works and how to set things up to make everything work for you, I guess you would say.
Yep, that's what it is. So, Ziotic is here, says hi. I want to say hi back.
Hello,
so we're
Ziotic.
coming up on 7 o'clock, so I understand what he's saying about before the stream ends.
Yeah, it's going to be over here in a few minutes, guys, so if you got any last minute questions, guys, get them in here because we got to get going here, so.
I mean, the whole point of a game is to have fun.
Yes.
Right? So you got to figure out a way for you to have fun with the game. Part of the reason Danny and I share what we share is to help you have easier time having fun. Because it's not fun to not know what you're doing and then, lose resources or screw up and build the wrong car. That takes the fun out of it. So that's why we try to tell you what not to do so that you have more fun. But
when I first started,
enjoy it.
When I first started playing the game, I would notice like this would happen or that would happen, and I was like, why is this doing this? Why is that doing that? And I couldn't get any answer. I'd try and look it up online. There weren't too many YouTube channels for this this game at the time that I noticed. There was a couple of them, but not a whole lot. But the answers I was looking for, I was just having a really hard time finding. So after about a year of playing the game, I kind of had a really good grasp on it. I just figured out a lot of stuff. It took a long time, but... And at that point, I actually made a video to show one of my friends something, and it got a whole bunch of views. I just posted it on YouTube. I think it got like 500 or 600 views overnight, and I was like, oh wow, that's kind of cool. So I made another CSR2 video just to see if it would also got a lot of views, and it did. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to start making CSR2 videos. And that's kind of how my channel came about. Fastest car in the game is the Bugatti Bolide.
Yep, the Bolide.
How did your channel come about doing the CSR stuff?
Yeah, same thing. I was telling people stuff, and I was typing up these like page-long posts on Facebook. Yeah. And I said, you know what? I'm done typing. I'll just make a video about it. And it started mostly with when Tempest 1 came out. People had tons of questions about Tempest. So that's when I was, starting to tune for Tempest, and then I started making videos about that. That's how I started too. It's funny. It's mostly why you start, because you're trying to answer a question and you just go, oh, it's easier with a video. Hold on, let me show you. And then it just kind of snowballed from there.
Mars, when you see us playing on the PC, we're actually still playing on the Android version. We've downloaded a program onto our PC that lets us install Android and apps and games. The program's called LD Player. Basically, you just download it, you sign into your Google Play Store, and then you can play stuff on the PC. So this is still the Android version of the game that we're playing.
Yeah, as long as it's an Android version, you can do it on the PC. It's pretty easy. No, you cannot get the Bolide right now. Not to say they won't offer it again in the future through some event. I'm sure there'll be a chance that they could sneak it into some event where we all get to buy it again for $29.99, right? Or $19.99. I don't know how much it was. $20, I think.
Usually about $20. It'll be available again for $20 at some point. Or maybe the event will come back again and we'll be able to get another Bolide. But for now, you're just going to have to wait till it pops back up, unfortunately.
Yep.
So, Sin Snip said Max was the one he watched at first, and then he found my channel, and he's been in my crew for about 4 years. Or a couple years. Yeah, Sin Snips has been around a long time for me, actually. One of the admins in my crew does a really good job.
Very nice. I mean, some of us stuck it out with this game for as long as we did. It's because ultimately it's still fun. If it's not fun, I would have quit.
Yeah.
So, I still enjoy it. I mean, the live racing, the people, the crew members, just kind of sometimes talking about BSing about stuff that has nothing to do with the game. All that stuff becomes part of your social network too. So that's what keeps you going. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I don't play as much as I used to. If I play something too much, especially after you've been playing this long, you start to get burned out and get kind of sick of stuff. So that's one thing, is don't overdo it, guys. I could probably make 2 million respect points a season pretty easily if I wanted to, but I usually make about 1.5. And I don't think I would really join a crew that required me to make over 800,000, just because I don't want to be required to bust my butt constantly. So I always figure there's that just in case. I mean, better. I usually almost get 1.2 or higher most seasons, but I still just I don't want to be required to get that, because what if I have a slow season every once in a while? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, again,
it's not rare. I mean, it's rare, but it happens.
Play at your pace. I mean, why get burned out? Some guys enjoy that point grind. To them, getting 3 million, 4 million, 5 million is the whole point of the game. They love that. As long as you enjoy it, that's fine. And if you're not that kind of a player, you don't enjoy that kind of grind, get yourself into like a lower requirement milestone crew, 650, 660, per season, which is very, very easy to get. And you'll be fine. And you collect a car every season. That's what keeps us all keep playing, because I know into the season I'm gonna get another car.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a new car, and Natural Motion keeps adding new cars. So that's part of what keeps you going.
Yeah, all the new stuff that comes out, there's always stuff to do on this game. You know, there's all the crew points to earn. I mean, there's always something to do. It never leaves you bored. I mean, some people are like, oh, I finished this, now what do I do? Well, there's actually a million different things to do. And I mean, they added the legends, they've added the elite tuners. I mean, they just keep adding new stuff constantly. I mean, sure, I gotta skip a lot of the bigger paid events. I just don't have the money to do it, but that's fine. There's still plenty of things for me to do without that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And in the end, we're all collecting cars in the game. It's all digital cars. So,
Yes.
you know, whether they're good or not, they're pretty to look at. And this game has some of the best graphics of its nature. So I can't, you know, the details, you could just go in your garage and enjoy looking at these exotic cars. That makes it fun as well. So,
Yeah, the graphics are insane for a mobile game. I mean, it's really amazing.
it really is. Yeah. Yep. And their level of detail with the actual cars. And that's one of my biggest things. That's one of the biggest draw for me for this game is a lot of games have cars in it that are not properly, like they're cartoonish, you know. They don't actually look like the real car. These guys, it's down to the nuts and bolts details because they use a 3D scan system to scan these cars in. So you're getting the legitimate look of the car, which I think is really awesome.
Yeah, I mean, there's days where I just find a certain car and I'm just like spinning it around and going, man, that's beautiful. I mean, you almost feel like you're looking at the real thing. You really do sometimes. Now, I mean, on some lower end devices, you guys might not be getting like the full graphics, but like when I play it on my phone actually has better graphics than my PC, to tell you the truth. But when I see these things on my phone, I'm just like, oh my god, these cars look awesome.
Patrick says, so to get loads of money and go, just don't spend it. That's not totally true, but you have to be conservative on how you spend it, I should say.
Yeah.
Okay. Because my actual lifetime earnings in game cash is 1.8 billion, and I have 64 million I'm sitting on. But that means I spent the rest of that 1.7 billion in game cash.
Spend it wisely. Yeah. That's the trick.
Yeah. So, you know, got to understand that it's not all not spending. You're going to end up spending quite a lot.
Yes.
All right.
All right, everybody. I think that's going to wrap this one up. Thank you all so much for coming out. Moderators, thank you for being here and making sure everything runs smoothly. All you guys who are channel members, thank you so much. Everybody, make sure you guys subscribe to Maxthegamer if you haven't. We would definitely appreciate if you could go over to Max's channel and give him some subs because, you know, I mean, he comes over here, he helps you guys out, you know. Plus, his channel, he's got all kinds of helpful, good stuff on there. So between like me and Max and maybe Zukar, you know, those are some of the 3 of the best channels on YouTube for us. But yeah, guys, please give Max some subs. That would be amazing. Let's see.
It would be
I'm
greatly
sure...
appreciated, as always. And also, I put up a lot of those speed trap tunes recently for the events that we're doing. But one for the Huracan GT3, one for the Audi LMS. So, you know, check those videos out. I think it may help you. And if you have any questions, ask them on my channel, and I usually try to get back to you pretty quickly. All right.
Here is a.
Thank you for subbing, James.
Here is a link to Max's channel, guys. Please go check that out, everybody. And thank you all so much, guys. We appreciate you guys coming here, hanging out with us, spending your time over here. You know, the channel's only as good as the subscribers make it, so you guys really help to make this channel great. And yeah, you guys are all amazing. Thank you to everybody, and we will catch you guys later, all right?
Have a good one, guys.
See ya.